We've completed runs with all the tiny casters in Nightreign, and you know what? I liked it. Low HP didn't matter. Using a consumable resource in our magic meter doesn't matter. It's fun. But would I be happier just putting two hands on something big and heavy and going nuts? Spoilers for the video. Yeah. To play Nightreign with us, we'll be on Twitch most days, not this weekend. I'm going to MagicCon in Vegas, so hey, if you're there, say hi. And check out Tulok the Cardbarian if you like Magic the Gathering, as well as Tulok the Barbarian if you like Dungeons and Dragons. Finally, join the Patreon. It's the best place to support us. We get to keep most of the money, and you'll get to join the Discord where people are always waiting to hop on for some Nightreign. Now let's get started with some thickness.
There's a brand new dance based on an old phrase. It's called a bad dog, and it will amaze.
We're kicking it off in the Onion Bro outfit. You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Siegward? That kind of jam. I also loaded out my crystals with some stuff. We don't have to go through all of them, but the important ones. Better rune acquisition for our pals, a stone sword key in our inventory, and more stance pressure when we two-hand it. Extra boss Everjail. Yeah, we have a Knight's Cavalry over there. Please try not to aggro it while we're doing this. Oh god, he's looking right at me. Okay, now I'm level 4 and I can fight a Knight's Cavalry. Bully this man! My fucking Happy Gilmore ass swing. See, so what I meant to say was, it's a good thing that there's a field boss right next to it, because then we'll just get more runes. Elder Lion, I hardly know her Lion. Bonk! Classic. Classic me. Onion. Omen Killer Cleaver, reduced spell FP cost, stamina. I'm gonna have some big bars. I'm gonna have some big old bars. I'm gonna have some tiggle bars. Also, I know in my first impressions video I said I don't like the Totem Sala, but hey.
Not just a boulder, it's a rock. A rock.
Yeah, kinda love it. Doesn't hurt that we get a buff when we're next to it. I think Poise, it's one of the special things for Raider. I don't really pay attention to crystals. Castle Basement is hiding a Red Wolf and... Well, I'm sorry, did we stance break a Red Wolf? Red Wolves generally have very high stance resistance, and even more for Nightreign. Then it's a matter of just cleaning up the castle town. We have yet to find a good weapon, but we're going to be super high level and have super big bars and resistances by the time we get to the boss of Night 1. Trying to use the primary ability, Retaliation, but it only gets charged when you get hit. I'm not sure if it's the amount of damage you take, or like number of hits to charge it, or if it's just random, but it's fine. Finally, we get a better weapon. Rotten Battle Hammer. That's a fucking weapon. Also, Raider has an improved moveset with colossal weapons, great axes, and great hammers. This game really does love the big boys. For a second, I was considering power stance and great hammers, but I think we're just going to put two hands on it. Night 1 boss is... Oh, Bell-Bearing Hunter, damn. Hello, sir. Have you considered a large fucking rock? A few big swings, and we're rewarded with healing after poison or rot procs. You might think, hey, you're at level 11. Is that the end of Night 2? No, we're just getting great at eating runes. I really wanted to knock the Red Mane Knight off the tower, and it went poorly. I goofed everyone here. I'm going to try and fall off the tower so you can res me. Oh, he's in the way. Wild Strike's a little close to the sun. I learn nothing from my mistakes. Improved stance breaking. You don't say. Up top on the castle, we have an ancestor spirit that likes to troll. Are you kidding me? I'm coming. Few more bonks, and it gets bonked. Also, some guy died up here, and we can loot them for a Wending Grace and a Dagger Talisman. If you don't remember from base Elden Ring, Dagger Talisman is actually better on big weapons since it boosts crit damage. We have a great opening against the Flying Dragon. Ooh, Fire Breath. Have you considered large f***ing rock? Oh, I'm the type of guy to never settle down. Honestly, everything feels so much less dangerous. I think I have more HP than both of the last characters we ran combined. Also, at some point, I decided Raider is a Chicago dad. That's a big red bar. That's a large bar. How you doing over here, consort? Looks like you're still fighting something. A Godskin Apostle, eh? Oh, we got a big, beautiful bar. Oh, did you even start eating this thing? You barely taking a bite of it. Big fucking rock. Okay. I don't know why I've decided the Raider is a Canadian. Or Trio Burial Watchdogs, eh? Alright, I'm doing more of a Chicago. It's more of a Chicago. Hey, buddy. I'm gonna hit you with this. I'm just gonna kind of keep going. Oh, I'm actually gonna heal because I've wild strikes too close to the sun before. I've been there. I've been that guy. Hold on. I want the runes. All right. Stance breaking even better. I got a 20% boost to my stance breaks. Let's go where we're supposed to go. Hopefully everybody's got flasks. Now, if you chug your flask next to me, I got enough chugging that it makes everybody's chugs go a little bit better. All right? I got the biggest chugs in the business. All right? All right, now make sure you don't die out here. If we lose to the Night 2 boss, that's going to be a little embarrassing. Your mother's never going to let me hear the end of it. Everybody, let's get on the same page. This page. You literally pulled him out of my crit. I swear to God, I will turn this Chevy Impala around. All right? Hey, have you guys seen my big fucking rock? Oh, shit, you fell off your horse, huh? That's a shame. That's a shame. Anyway. Yeah, I really just kind of hit wild strikes, and then I have time to do goofs. I love it. All right, big dog. Where the heck is all my stamina going? Tell you where it's not going, into this big fucking rock. I'm gonna have a little turtleneck. All right. Now your mother doesn't need to know that I've been taking this, okay? It's got nothing to do with her. She's a beautiful woman. All right. Sometimes when a guy gets to that age, though, it takes a little bit more to get the Cubs to Wrigley Field. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just got to get some rot on the dog, and then we win. And let me say, hot dog without ketchup on it. That's a sin in Chicago. And it would be a sin if you didn't check out today's sponsor, Boot.dev. That's right, gamers. This video is sponsored by Boot.dev. Boot.dev is the best way for you to learn coding. They can train you in Java, Python, Go, SQL, all the programs that are useful to you to develop your web developing career. And what a career it is. According to StackOverflow.com, the median salary for a web developer in 2023 was over $100,000 a year. I may not be great at math, but that's 6 digits, and 6 is pretty good. That's a good amount of digits. Boot.dev makes learning coding fun by making it like a video game, like Elden Ring, like Nightreign, like Kingdom Hearts. You know what video games are. If you get stuck, they have Boots, the helpful wizard AI, to guide you through your lessons, or you can pop into the Discord community. There's a great community of people there who are learning along with you and helping each other learn developing, and that's pretty special. I like that a lot. Also worth noting, you can read all of the lessons from Boot.dev for free. You only have to pay for the gamified lessons, and I think you should. It makes the experience a lot better. But hey, maybe do some of the read-only lessons first, see if that's for you, and then use our offer code. Click the link in the description and enter offer code Tulok for 25% off your annual subscription. Again, link in the description and offer code Tulok for 25% off your subscription. Now, let's get back to raiding Limveld. Okay, this is technically our second attempt, but it's not my fault. The Steam updates happened because I streamed on the wrong day. Forgot what day it was. Adele is weak to poison, but we don't have to be the one to poison it, especially when we have Executor and Iron Eye with us. Those are the 2 best status characters in the game. An early Everjail gives us more stance pressure, and we already have great stars with Prayerful Strike. Pretty absurd for this guy. Basically healing us up to full anytime we hit it, or like 30% of our max HP. But we're never really going to be all that low because there's no reason to be. Extra stance pressure is great against a Crystallion, but Packet was already on it. Dog, are you just a dog all the time? I feel like every time I look at you, you're a f***ing dog. Speaking of, there's a dog in the castle basement again, and those are very easy for us to wallop, till someone puts a big rock in the way. Who could have done this? Whose ability is that? I don't know, but it got in the way. The rest of the castle is banished knights with some delicious, easy money, putting us at a healthy level 9 before the first knight's boss, and it is Freya. Ugh. I think she's my least favorite to Night 1 encounter, just because I don't like that she's only vulnerable on her faces. Spiders don't like it when you hit their legs either. I don't know. I just don't like weak point bosses. It's more Zelda than Elden Ring, and in Zelda, you only have to hit the weak point 3 times. Then it's just right back into the castle. If you don't have a world shift, castle is just where it's at to get levels, even if it is trolls, which this time it isn't, so hey, that's neat. Up top, we got a Draconic Tree Sentinel on a build. How did your horse get here, sir? If the Tree Sentinel's horses really are mobility aids, the architects of the lands between are not very considerate. It's a pretty tight fight. A few of us go down a few times, but no one stays down for long. Legendary? Who's ready for a legendary strength weapon like the Grafted Blade Greatsword? Because what does this also have? It's the power of vengeance and damage negation up while charging attacks. Can anyone look up what the power of vengeance does? Permanent stats per kill? What? Like per boss kill or like per kill? Yeah, so apparently this weapon buffs your stats whenever you kill an enemy, not even just a boss, which seems slightly OP, but hey, at least the sword itself is also very good. There was a little debate over whether it was every enemy or even which stats got boosted, but still, that's just kinda nuts. I'm feeling confident enough we invade an invader camp, confident or just like, you know, out of things to kill other places. We're officially gonna be level 15 by the time we hit the final boss. It's Crucible Night, and Packet is eating it up. Maybe a little too much. Yeah, the big dog keeps pushing the enemies away from me that I'm trying to hit, which is fine. The dog is probably doing more damage and stuff, but I wanted to hit them. We get a 15% boost to our HP, and since we're level 15, our health bar is halfway across the screen.
That's quite big. Impressive.
Adele gets poisoned by everyone else. All we have to do is break some ankles, and break them. We do. I even figure out a new way to tank. Oh. I got a big red bar. I can live this. I can live this. Holy sh! I lived it with health to spare. Then Packet gets in on the fun. Packet, thank you for taking aggro. When we're at level 15, we call getting gobbled taking aggro. Seriously, since bosses can be damaged while grabbing, get grabbed. It might sound blasphemous, but it works. And it's something I'll do a lot. Definitely intentionally, and not because I whiffed a dodge.
Sure, Jan.
Bug time. I'm going right for the Holy Church. That's stupid easy. Not really worried about finding a grace to level up here, because, you know, it's the Holy Church. Someone save me. We're cutting that out of the VOD. We're not posting the VOD because of that. Too embarrassing. Nobody clip it. I'm telling you folks, just beat some zombies up for the first level. It does not take that long, and it stops you from getting overconfident and getting rolled by the oracle bubbles. We do much better against the beast men and get a little improved stance pressure for our trouble. Down in the cathedral basement, we beat up a mausoleum knight and get a rotten great axe with golden vow. Always golden vow before you golden plow. Crystallians give us more health, and getting that on Raider is some good stuff. Castle basement, it's a Hero of Zamor. That's free. Well, it's cheap at least. That storm's coming fast, never mind, bail. Well, hey, I put the rot on, so he will be rotted. So that rot damage will continue and he'll be at lower health when we get back. While we outrun the storm, I'm still having us hit up some cathedrals where we get a big Unga Bunga club that isn't as good as the Rotten Great Axe. It would be funny to use it, but nah, the axe is simply too good. Centipede Demon is a bug fire type. Big fucking rock is quadruple effective. Once the rod is applied, I swap to the Unga Bunga club. No real reason, just kinda wanted to. Now we have a mountain, and when you have a mountain, day 2 should be mountain, unless the castle has Crucible Knights or Banished Knights. Then you can probably grind a few levels and still have time to do the mountain. Just a few though. We have to finish off that Hero of Zamor, of course. The rot didn't seem like it did all that much while we were gone, to be honest. The dragon dies pretty fast. We seem to have our poop in a group this run, which, hey, weird expression. Does poop not tend to group itself because of gravity? Like, even if you don't have a toilet and you're just pooping in the woods or something, unless you're dropping a duke while jogging, the poop would be in a group. It does speak to the chaos of someone without their poop in a group, though. Like, your poop didn't group? What is your life? We climb the mountain and get a big buff, then take on the ice dragon. And we don't have any ranged options to hit the head, so I just move to the ankles and get rewarded with the Star Scourge Greatsword. Now, legendary weapons have all been buffed, right? Well, these swords suck. Literally, the first hit of the R1 string sucks enemies in, so they get hit with the follow-up attacks. Snakes for the mob are a little unusual. Not sure I've seen those yet, but it means we're fighting a magma worm, and it's fighting a big fucking rock. As much as I love the Star Scourge Greatswords, I do make sure the rot is applied first, and then we can start sucking the big dragon. Oh, and Alex has the winged greathorn, which lowers the enemy's defenses. This worm never stood a chance. We do not have any fire, so we're not hitting Noster with the ideal damage type, but Salami and Alex should have that covered. I see a moth on fire pretty often. I'm also seeing Alex die a bunch, but that's okay. Papa is here. Papa is large, and Papa will use a big fucking rock to bring you to a safe place for CPR. All that extra stance pressure pays off. Alex is dead again. Remember, my philosophy for when I'm down?
When I'm dead, just throw me in the trash.
Well, when one of my allies is down, it's more like... Also, hey Phil, she's gonna be down for the whole time. Maybe just wait for the Death Star laser to stop. Make it count! Alex. No pressure. I don't want to say I should have let you be dead, because that wouldn't be nice. It would be true. I can't take my own advice though. I don't leave a soldier behind, and also in the last video, I said I'd put one in where we lose. Now we have it. We're just running and bashing stuff, but starting off at level 1 means very little endurance with which to swing our big weapon. Fire Rotten Battle Hammer. Don't mind if I do. Not totally sure why the Grave Warden stuff ends up being what we're using, but I'm not complaining. I like rotten weapons. They're good. Rot is good. This one's fire too, which will help us against the pest and the lesser pest. Whichever one you think is lesser, you're right. Can I just mention how much I adore Raider's R2 combo? It's so fun. Oh hey, a golden hippo. Fire on the hammer is great for that, and we're rewarded with even more fire attack power. What is this? Is that fucking Libra? Libra? If you're here... You motherfucker! We make a little deal to cut our bars. Wow, looks like someone was in the pool. These dinky bars are only for the first night, and I think we can trust our 2 compatriots to carry our ass through. God, I feel like a spellcaster. Tree guys are at the top, meaning the boss is an ulcerated tree spirit, which is weak to fire and susceptible to rot. I goof up the stance break with my big fucking rock, totally embarrassing. To be totally honest, the bars were not a factor. At no point did I feel unsafe. And now, they're even bigger, but more importantly, Libra will leave us alone. The Erdtree Avatar is just getting our goat for some reason at the start of the fight. I'm playing sloppy. All the confidence is making me play worse. Now, we obviously get it done and get up to level 9 before hitting up another field boss, Loretta. She hits harder than I expected her to, but I should expect her to because she's a glass cannon, unless we got abducted by aliens. The augur slurps us up and says, "You're gonna get extra runes."
That's what we've been waiting for!
Oh yeah, so now also when we drink the red flask, we get more FP too. That's great. Back to Loretta, we're level 12 and heading into town. Do I know my way around town? No, but I will figure it out. Apparently, you just kinda go left and keep going left, which makes sense. Cities are so full of leftists trying to corrupt you. They're just like full of brown and queer people who are nice, and then you have to be like, wow, maybe being racist and homophobic sucks and these people are nice. That's the radicalizing agent of cities and colleges. You meet people you were taught to hate and they're nice, and that radicalizes you to be nice to them. Astel is in the center of town. We bash it up for a special reward that's basically a Wending Grace and get Morgoth's cursed sword. Not for me, it's for Rex. Executor was like made to use that thing. Sometimes you don't get great things, sometimes you grab things for a buddy, and then that buddy grabs something for you, the Moog Trident. So here's the Night 2 boss with that. Oh, damage is all right. Yeah, damage is okay. Damage is all right. I won't complain about it. I had something I didn't need, so I gave it to someone who could use it more. Then they could help me. This is socialism. We didn't trade it. I didn't hold the cursed sword and say, I need something from you for this. To each according to their need, from each according to their ability, liquor up front, poker in back. Noster time. Can this bleed? Looks like it bled. Do I have any ranged attacks though? I do have a ranged attack. Oh, that's neat. Yeah, the Moog Spear is sick. All the blood pellets are fire damage. Both of the bosses can bleed. Each bleed counts as a separate bleed on the health bar that they share. Each bleed makes us do more damage with each pellet that is fire. Each pellet does stance pressure, which is boosted from earlier. And while we might use our magic fast because of Augur, we have more FP whenever we heal. What a perfect run. Put a fork in these onions. They're done. Hey, speaking of Augur from earlier, Pokemon Snap's Pokeflute themes are 1000% better than the ones in Red and Blue. It's just a fact. We grab a Silver Scarab right off the rip, so I'm sure we're going to get a great legendary weapon. Probably should have leveled up before taking on the Royal Knight Camp, but oh well. Here we get Rotten Battlehammer. I guess that is the official weapon of this class. It's got Thunderbolt on it. If nobody's got me, Rotten Battlehammer got me. It's my guiding moonlight. It's there all along. Godskin Apostle gets bodied, and we take the sudden death upon enemy attack buff. I mean, yeah, I'm Raider. People die suddenly when I hit them. Buff our physical attack power after bullying some Alberneric archers, not the goobers. Distinction. It's very funny that there are 3 Alberneric types: elegant archers, the oldest men you've ever seen, and goobers. After a hippo, we get the locusts. And finally, I figure out what to do. Just follow the flies and you'll find a sentient pest that Salami and Ace already killed apparently. Beating that means that we occasionally have enemies give us a bunch more money. We're already level 8 on day 1. Okay. Did I need to hit these envoys with a big fucking rock? No. But was it funny? Yes. We're level 9 at the end of night 1 and get to fight a Smelter Demon. That fire AoE is a little different now that we're finally playing a melee character. Not a lot different. Obviously it can't be all that intense or it would just be tremendously unfun. But yeah, we beat him and run up to the storm to go fight Loretta at level 10. She's weaker to lightning, so lightning Great Hammer is doing work. More so the Great Hammer part though, if I were to guess. It's a very quick bashing. From her, we grab a Falling Star Beast Jaw to boost our item discovery, which was already boosted by that Silver Scarab, and by the Iron Eyes in our party, Salami is playing. Yeah, we're gonna find some good stuff. Since we have extra time, I'm hitting the optional bosses on the way into the city, like the Headless Giant, to boost up our HP flasks instead of taking the Blythe Greatsword. The Black Knife Assassin gets fully bullied and we get a lightning boost. Then we head in to fight Estelle. Again, I've seen people complain about routing is always the same in Nightreign, but like, it's always the same in Elden Ring. You never get to skip Morgott. At least in Nightreign, I am choosing to make it the same. Estelle gets bodied. We get a Hand of Melania and drop it for one of our pals. They drop the Muppet, one of my least favorite weapons in base game. You cannot two-hand it, but I believe it has been buffed. The Dragonkin Soldier doesn't seem to like it, and the passive boosts our damage when we're two-handing considerably. So basically, we're going to spam the Ash of War on this, then two-hand the Rotten Hammer when we're out of FP, which shouldn't take all that long. I test the Grafted Dragon crit, which adds extra fire to every crit. Pretty neat. When we beat the random Hill Dragon, we get even more improved crits, so our crits will get better when they're better and be even better. Since we're level 15 and have nothing else to do, I go shopping and get some aromatic. Whichever one buffs you, gives you a free hit, then we just kind of wait. There's no mob tonight. They literally just spawned the boss, a Falling Star Beast. Full grown though. No issue. It's weaker to elemental weapons, and also was never that hard for me. People don't like the Falling Star Beast, but I feel like they're fine. Our reward is 15% more stance breaking. We're gonna hit pretty goddamn hard. Maris is the boss I was most worried about, simply because she doesn't stop flying away. Iron Eye has ranged stuff, that's definitely gonna help, but yeah, it's looking like Benny Hill for me. Just a eventually it falls down and we can get those big crits, followed up with a big fucking rock, and then I just spam the Dragon Punch. For a second we fall asleep. It was looking bad, but that was just 1 second. Easy boss, easy win. Time for Raider's ultimate boss, the Scale. I don't think Raider is actually worried about his weight. That was just a pun because Libra is the scale goat. Well, I'm the heavy goat. I'm looking for one legendary weapon specifically. Have I seen Vike's War Spear in a run yet? No. Am I concerned about that? No. Worst case scenario, we simply become so large that madness could not afflict us. We take the Guardian Golem so our buddy Abzan Apothecary can look for madness seals. Yeah, maybe this is like the poison on Adele. We just need someone else to get the status effect and we'll get big and dumb in front of the boss. us. Night is closing in, and not in a very convenient way. I guess we're sprinting to the frenzy camp. You know, the ones that have never dropped a frenzy ability in any of my runs ever. Well, it's gotta be the best place to get them. There are some boluses, but that's about it. This beetle gives us the clarifying horn charm, but I gotta give that up to our revenant. Madness is annoying and dangerous for us, but it basically shuts her character off. The game is trolling us by putting trolls in the castle. Even worse than being the most annoying encounters, I think they also give the least amount of runes. Thankfully, the basement is just a Hero of Zamor, so that's some free runes. I grab a silver scarab since that will get us rarer items, giving us more of a chance to get that Vike War Spear. Our big boss for the night is the Royal Revenant, ghost poison type. Rock is medium effective. With all the trolls gone, we can check the top of the castle, and that's our best chance to get a legendary drop. The world isn't warped, so I'd give anything to be on a mountain right now. We get an ulcerated tree spirit. As long as it's not a deathrite bird, I'm happy. The most cursed castle would be bell-bearing in the basement, then trolls and deathrite bird on top. Not that the ulcerated tree spirit doesn't have some moves. Oh, that's all three of us, huh? That's fine. We'll come up, get our runes back, finish it off. It's all good. We run it back and get to see our reward.
Oh, look, nothing.
So, no weaknesses for the boss. Guess we'll just beat it with raw talent, unless we get something from this bell-bearing hunter. Dog, I'm sorry. What the fuck? Dude has more health than the fucking Elden Beast. Or my damage is dog shit. I think my damage might be dog shit. Okay, Sebastian, you pushed him out of my way. Sebastian, buddy. I'm on your side. We have a common goal here. Gold. Dragon King's Craigblade. With improved incantations. It ain't for me. But here you go, little girl. Hope you enjoy it. Giant Crusher with improved ranged weapon attacks. I fucking guess. And kick as the skill, which will be perfect when the Equilibrious Beast throws up its big fucking block. When it throws up its shield, I'll be ready. Death Blight Resistance. Just one more useless piece of garbage before the end. I'll be back. I'm just gonna do this whole fucking dungeon in the middle of the storm by myself. I lost a level, everybody. And I lost all those runes. So this is the hardest boss fight of Night 2, ignoring the storm entirely and running through it for my runes. Does the storm get worse the deeper into it you are? It's time spent in the storm that makes it worse. Oh no. Where are my runes? Wait, where are my runes? For like 2 minutes it auto kills you? Oh shit. Grace? Oh, I bet they took the graces away. Yeah, I bet they took the graces away. That's fine. Nobody worry about me. I'm just gonna go get my runes. Y'all are dealing with the Deathrite bird by yourself because I'm fucking useless. Hey, y'all keep fighting and I'll go get my runes. Don't worry about coming to save me. I'm close enough now. Okay, but then I come back after it's dead, right? And then I can go grab my runes. All right, I'm gonna go grab my runes. I'll be right back. Really sorry if we don't beat Equilibrious Beast here. Okay, I'm not a total piece of shit. I bought some Starlight Shards for our daughter. That's not lore spoilers or anything, or at least I don't know that it is. I've just decided that any group that has a Revenant in it, she's the daughter. Okay. I gotta go for it. What does it do? Sacrifice level? Sure.
It is done.
He's fucking with me, huh? He's fucking with me, huh? Well, I guess we're crashing him. Folks, have you ever wanted to be a bulldozer? We just use that fingerprint shield.
Crash! Crash! Crash!
When in doubt, we crash out. He still gets his buff, but all I do is plow. Revenant ult saves our ass. We recover the FP when we take damage, which means we pretty much always have something with which to crash. Oh, the stance pressure ain't bad either. Crit with the frenzy shield!
I take it all back. The
Finger shield.
fuck's hard.
Let's fight a boss who also loves charging. Yeah, I don't know why we're always starting off with silver scarabs, but I'm not mad about it. I guess it's probably because every time you see Prince of Death's cyst, you just leave it on the ground, and every time you see find better weapons, you pick it up. Get a little lost from the group, but we meet back up for a level 4 grafted Scion. Having a Duchess on board is such a huge amplifier to the team damage. That clock doesn't mess around. Most powerful form of magic is chronomancy, after all. Everything is just dying so fast. Like the golden hippo. What are we even doing to it? How are we doing this? Oh my god. It's all going swimmingly until we get a Deathrite bird from an Everjail. We get in there with a big fucking rock and then get rock blocked. My rock is blocking our reward. Once again, I get separated from the group, but to be fair, they can't hear me. It's not like I'm saying things on the internet where everyone can hear me. Again, it's fine. Everyone who joins up with me is a saint, and we don't make fun of them in the comments. Another Royal Revenant, Night 1, get absolutely destroyed, barely worth mentioning. Black Knife Assassin in the basement. Hey dude, where did your health go? And we find the Cranial Vessel Candle Stand. Look. You can pretend this is only a purple weapon, but no, it's legendary. It's simply too good. While we're here, might as well bully some Crucible Knights for some money, or at least Kayla and I do. Delcan just ran off by themselves to the Rot Forest. Again, we don't dunk on anyone who helped us, but also, if you're gonna join my stream and then run off on your own, that happens, and I will mention it in the video. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. But hey, educational. If your party members are too far away from you when they get the clue in the Rot Forest, you don't get the clue and you still have to go grab it yourself. Or they could just follow you to where you are, but why are you not next to them anyway, you know? Especially when they have the Jar Shard and the Cranial Candle Stand. You see, if you wait for me, I can do this. And things will happen faster when we're all together if you wait for me. Weapon arts in this game scale off of your scaling with the weapon. So, since the Cranial Candle Stand scales mostly with strength, so does the Ash of War, which means that despite having low faith, we still just burn these trees down, especially when Kayla's Duchess turns the clock on, so it goes again. Even Loretta, who isn't super weak to fire, just gets blasted. Finally, an Ancestor Spirit for one more legendary drop. They really want me to use the Giant Brain today, but Candle is just too goated. Sorry. Got a flying dragon as your mob fight. That's a Nameless King indicator, but also it's a big body you can get underneath and surge your faith into. Then we do it again with the Nameless King's dragon, who does have a name. It's Chris, short for chrysanthemum, actually named for the flower, not Christopher. Dragon phase goes fine. Then the main phase is also pretty chill. Big arrow, big rock, big going invisible, but in a big way. So we don't have lightning for full gore, but I just count on the squad for that and hit him with our Ash of War. I'm DPS, I'm not status. Some real helpful smart guy in the comments wanted to point out that those weaknesses bosses have don't technically mean weaknesses, it's just something that stuns them when they're doing their super moves. God, some of you think I'm like stupid, but also, that's a weakness. That would be a weakness. Vampires aren't weak to the sun, they just get set on fire when their skin is exposed to sunlight. Yes. Do you mean it's not a damage weakness? Because you know what's actually really fucking interesting? It's also a damage weakness in every case. Anyway, this goes pretty great. The Dex members of the party carry the Dex scaling damage type, and I just hit big fire exploders. Can you imagine that build against Caligo? Our map is positively loaded with fire, which is actually pretty perfect for us. Fire infusions and fire scaling weapons are big on strength, and Raider is big on strength. He's kind of big on everything. Like the Red Mane Knights, he's big on them, even if I don't really love them. I just hate climbing the towers, and for whatever reason, I feel like this knight is always working overtime compared to the one on the ground. It's probably just that it's in a tight hole. Fire Monk is already dead by the time I get there, just incredibly efficient. Our Everjail has a beastly brigade, and our big fucking rock is so good at damaging mobs. I love that there are mob fights in this game. I never hated mob fights in Elden Ring, they just weren't ever worth doing. So all that stuff that's good for mobs doesn't matter, and now it does. Though Big Fucking Rock is not in the base game, so who knows what I'm talking about. We trade healing, with Boner healing me, then me healing Ein, and manage to make it work to beat the Godskins. Then get a bunch of runes to make up for it. Castle has a Red Wolf, thank God, and once again the stance pressure is so bananas, we break it down. down. Nothing good from the talisman chest, so I go for a Taker's cameo. Really? I thought Taker got in the credits. Too bad for them. Banished Knights really let us charge up those levels and get a few useful buffs like extra physical damage negation too. A nice Arrow's Sting talisman for our Iron Eye, and we're going to be at level 11 by the time we fight the first night boss. Jeepers. Smelter Demon, by the way, cannot handle our stance pressure or our poise boys. I'm just getting fully charged heavies and absorbing all those hits. I don't give a shit. Running through the camps is really just showcasing how dog shit Taker's cameo is. We're killing so many enemies and the healing never really adds up to much. Up top is a tree sentinel with those dark red eyes. It looked pretty freaky. Unfortunately, we stance break him inside our big fucking rock, and that's just too bad. Level 14, the storm hasn't started, and we're just heading to the rot forest. So after we get the buff, we just kind of beat some bosses, hoping to find a better fire weapon. First, we get the Magma Whip candlestick. Unfortunately, it doesn't hold a candle to the candle stand, but it will do in a pinch. Testing the weapon art against the archery avatar, though, I can work with this. Yeah, I can work with that. One of our buddies has the Dank Moon Greatsword, but that's not going to be great against an Ice Dragon. We have so much time, we end up fighting a Black Blade Kindred. Better dodges. Sure. We end up with the Flaming Greatsword and fight a Godskin duo with claws. I guess. We've got the Melania buff from the Rot Swamp, so it goes incredibly hard. Who cares if this dude has 2 points of dexterity, barely rubbing together to make static. Caligo time, and we're just tickling these ankles. It's slower, but it's also much safer for my controller. I hate whiffing, and he's got a twisty head. That's controller smashing stuff. The ceiling falls. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Turns out the Magma Stick Ash of War is actually the best thing to do. You'd think the Flying Dragon would be really good at the floor is lava. So far, every boss has been a first try win, with one exception that was totally not my fault. So let's see what we can do against the Big Bad Knight.
Friday night, I'm thinking that we just...
The map has no holy. Oh well, we'll find it somewhere. When you don't have any specific goals, you can just do some shit. Fire Monk in the cathedral basement. Another rotten duelist weapon. I mean, I think Raider could be a duelist. You can't prove me wrong unless you know about the lore because you looked at it. I'm a gameplay man. Everjail has one omen. This dude does not get to move. We improve our stamina recovery and immediately find an Elder Lion. Packet and Ace handle the Abductor Virgin in time for me to run upstairs and grab the Stone Sword Key so we can fight a Bloodhound Knight. It has been a minute since I've seen one of these things. What a blast from the past. Our first video to hit 1 million views. How exciting. You know what else is exciting? Crucible Knights in the castle. Basement is another dog. We shred it and get nothing holy. To be honest, I'm a bit worried Silurius Tree is gonna drop and I will do 3 videos in a row to use that and defeat the Night Lord. It doesn't. We get a cold Giant Crusher instead, and yeah, don't mind if I do. What could be better than that? Sacred Giant Crusher. What does that have? Improved critical hits. That's actually good. Wait, that's actually like what I have for like my build. I have a Dagger Talisman. I'm gonna do fucking dummy damage with crits. For now, though, we'll just use the cold one. I love cracking open a cold one with the boys. Boy, it'd be so stupid if we did this camp for no reason, right? Like, our levels are good. We're just gonna, like, run in there, get killed by the storm. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to do. Not at all worth it to do this. God, like, just running into the storm to find the boss, too? I mean, that would be the worst idea. Wasting your ult when there's a real boss we'll have to fight later? I mean, Phil, are you just throwing the run? Alright, Ace, let's be responsible. Let's bail. We got some damage on it. We got some damage on it. Packet's over here being responsible. Packet's going to have flasks for the boss. I'm sorry I do this every time you play with me, Packet. I am so sorry. She's responsible. She knows what I'm like. Centipede Demon gets rocked, but jumps over it. Annoying. Frostbite goes pretty dummy here. So does the massive crit we have. Night 2, we finish off the lion fight. Aren't we glad that we did that? Because now I have reduced FP consumption. What was I going to do if I ran out of FP? Have you all been considering my FP-ness? Back to the castle. More Crucible Knights, more money. They're also just getting fully bullied. Up top, it's a Draconic Tree Sentinel again, and Lord, we are crushing him in a giant way. Normally, the Giant Crusher has a unique flattening charged R2 that I don't love, but Raider fixes it. And then I throw. I grabbed gradual healing from flasks. Why would you want that? What would you do with it? It's like maybe more total healing, or so that if you get hit while healing, it still heals you more. But dog, if I am healing, I'm scared. I want a lot of health immediately. It's my healing, and I need it now. After getting our Rotten Woods buff, we start hunting bosses. Ulcerated Tree Spirit crit. I've got improved crits. I'll get it. Was that my crit? There was something else happening there. Erdtree Avatar gives us the funny bubble horn, the one that's actually good. Though it's good against big bosses, and Night Lord is fairly twinky compared to other bosses, not compared to like a normal person. You know, like Melania is a small boss, but a giant woman. Let's see the crit damage against the Blackblade Kindred. Big crit? Pretty big crit. Who doesn't love a big pair of crits, am I right? Omen for Night 2 mob means it's Margit time. Our bubbles don't do much here, which makes me think they might have been nerfed from vanilla. Margit is also smaller though, and not weak to holy, could be that. Oh well, just have to use this sacred giant crusher against the boss then. What a sad day. I love the giant crusher. I just wish the boss would stop dodging all of our moves. Whenever we do the roar, he dashes. Whenever we do the rock, he dashes. Looks like phase 2, he's deciding to go fire mode. We get a big healthy crit, and then as he's charging up, he gets got. Also, I found a use for the bubbles. We did it, gang! Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, subscribe for more. We have 5 more night fairs to run through. Follow us on Twitch, that's where we're streaming, and that's where you can help us with the runs. Join the Patreon, it's the best place to support us, and check out Tulok the Cardbarian if you like Magic the Gathering, and Tulok the Barbarian if you like D&D.